Hello everyone, today for your amusement I am going to be completing Home Alone on the NES World Record Speed Run. That's right, I know with utmost confidence I'm going to set a world record with this run. First order of business, gotta take care of Harry. And this isn't a really hard glitch to do. In fact, I accidentally did this one time back when I was a little kid and I played this game. It's one of those games I got from a game store, played it, realized that it wasn't very fun, and then gave it as a birthday gift to someone. But most people that do the Home Alone Nintendo speedrun, they may also do the glitch with the other Wet Bandits, with Harry. No, that was Harry. If you get Harry and Marv confused, don't worry.
Are you afraid to go out the window, Harry? I'm Harry.
It's almost counterintuitive because the taller and more hairy one of the group is named Marv, and the shorter one that gets the M burnt into his hand, that one is Harry. But, yeah, he is just going to be stuck there the rest of the game. Harry is just confused about where to go next. I first tried to do this the honorable way, having both of the Wet Bandits chasing after me the whole time, but quite honestly, it's not worth it. This game is not worth that time and effort. I spent so long going through it that the memory card on the camera ran out, and just for my own sanity, I just stuck with a single Wet Bandit. And as opposed to having both of them be out of commission, we'll have a little fun. This is going to be Marv alone for Home Alone, everybody's favorite of the two Wet Bandits.
Don't you understand? This is important to me.
That same year, 1990, Joe Pesci, who plays Harry, he would win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for Goodfellas.
Well, I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Stairs. I kid you not, the stairs in this game were so bad that in the manual, as opposed to just programming and fixing the stairs, they say in the manual, hey, be extra careful on the stairs because you're extra vulnerable there. As opposed to just making it so the stairs are easy to go up and down. They're like, no, that's too hard. Let's just put a warning in the game manual. It's not our fault. It's not a programming problem. We meant to do it that way. I guess a unique speedrun is the fact that both of the Wet Bandits, they're not programmed with any real logic of following you around or anything like that. Once again, the manual goes into great details, being like, hey, these are some smart Wet Bandits, even though I am fairly sure if the bandits from Home Alone were smart, it would be a much shorter, much darker movie.
Hey, be careful, there's cars on the floor here.
Thanks. That's weird, huh?
Yeah, the doorknob was really hot, but I just let go instead of holding onto it.
Anyone that beats Home Alone on the Nintendo that doesn't pause the game is going to have a world record speedrun on it. So if you want to be a world record holder, I still wouldn't recommend this game. Figure out, do the world record for most apples balanced on your head or something like that. That'd be a world record. This one, okay. At the very least, it makes every speed run of this very unique, because who knows where the Wet Bandits are going to go? Unless you watch one of the many speed runs where they just do that glitch where both of the Wet Bandits stay on that pole the entire time. About that Joe Pesci story, who he actually has one of the shortest Oscar acceptance speeches, no pun intended, because he's a short guy.
Well, it's my privilege, thank you.
I like to squint and pretend that he didn't win the Oscar for Goodfellas. I like to pretend he got for, oh no. For playing through this game, I didn't know that the TV was even an interactable item. Like most of the other ones, you can figure out, okay, that's similar to how he used these in the movie. Like here, I'm going to drop a light bulb. And he uses a light bulb a few different ways in the movie as a trap. But he never uses the TV as a trap. I like to pretend that he's not using the TV in any sort of elaborate trap. He's just turning the TV on, and the Wet Bandits see it, and they get distracted because of the television. And chandelier. Oh, you see there was a slowdown there. Not my fault. Choke down. There's another thing that, you hardly see that TV. It blends in there, but yeah, that worked as the trap. And it's one of the longer traps. It's the TV and the chandeliers, which I'll just pick up a chandelier and carry it with me. You know, just in case the bandits come at me, I'll throw a chandelier at them. And yeah, that was something not in the movie. But as far as Nintendo adaptations of movies, I'll say that this is one of the more faithful ones. As much as I'd like to play through the other parts of the story, when people think Home Alone, this is typically not this game, but they typically think of the booby trap scenes when people refer to Skyfall or Predator and they're saying they're doing some Home Alone stuff. They're referring to the different traps that they're putting out. Okay, got another chance here for the chandelier. Oh, yeah, here he comes. Nope. No. And here I am in the basement. This has a different musical number. And, the music in this, they couldn't get... Oh, and here I go, moonwalking. And there's actually some precedents in this. Not just that Macaulay Culkin testified at Michael Jackson's hearing, but also, in the movie itself, Kevin McAllister has to do some backwards walking. Okay, I am going to get the chandelier to fall on Marv. We'll do it. It took me a while, like, the first time I did it was on accident, just having the chandelier fall, and I kept trying to recreate it, and I finally had to look up, okay, how do you make the chandelier fall? You have to have just 2 items, and hold down, and hit A. I'm going to get him one of these chandeliers. Okay, he's going that way. Yes. Is that go from the oven? Okay, and, that one's on. I saw Home Alone 2 before I saw the first Home Alone.
I thought you saw that already. No, I saw Home Alone 2. Oh, right. But you hated it. Well, I was lost. I never saw the first one.
Well, really, Home Alone had no business becoming a franchise, but, of course, because it made a whole bunch of money, Hollywood is bankrupt for ideas. They're like, hey, let's make 5 more Home Alone movies.
We left Kevin home alone, and he's only 23!
Just gonna go that way, and, guess I have 3 items in my pocket, so I can't drop the chandelier. That's become my new goal. It's not just winning the world record. I have to drop that chandelier on Marv. Maybe this is similar to Jurassic Park on the Sega Genesis, where the original ending of Jurassic Park was going to involve Dr. Grant and all of them dropping bones on top of the raptors, and that would be how they would defeat them. But because people liked the T-Rex so much, the T-Rex swings in and saves the day. But if you play the Sega Genesis game, they still have the ending where you're in the museum with the bones and you drop that to defeat the raptors. Oh, and this music, this is nothing like... Part of the charm of the original Home Alone is the great John Williams score. It is such a great Christmas soundtrack going on. And I'm one that could listen to different Nintendo music in the background. Picked up the TV, even though it blended so well in the background there. But this is not one. It's a 3-minute loop, and it just keeps going. The only way to escape it is if you go outside or if you go outside and stop playing the game, and then that's how you'll escape the music. But in the game, if you go to the treehouse or go to the basement, then they'll change the music. Otherwise, you're just stuck with this. Okay. Now's my chance. He's heading to the kitchen. Dropping the TV there just so I know I have the right number. And I got him! Not only do they have one chandelier, they just have 5 chandeliers in the house that they keep up there. Yeah. Just when he thought it was safe to walk under a chandelier. As a kid, part of Home Alone I liked the best was the final part where he's doing all the traps and all the slapstick is happening. In fact, I would fast forward to that part of the movie growing up. And that's why I liked Home Alone 2 better, because in that one, he was allowed to mess up the house a bit more. That's where Marv gets electrocuted so much it becomes a skeleton. So of course Home Alone 2 was my favorite growing up. But as I have grown older and I have watched through the original Home Alone, it is the scenes with Old Man Marley.
You're crying from Home Alone?
The old man got to me.
All right.
Okay. Chandelier! But yeah, if you wanted to make a better version of this game, maybe I could play as the Wet Bandits, similar to playing as the Raptor in the Jurassic Park video game. I did it! Spoiler alert, this is the ending! A policeman finally came and got Harry off of the drain pipe there. And there you go. World record